Hello everyone, Beans here, and today we'll be seeing if the once popular Aether II mod is worth getting in your Minecraft world today. Unfortunately, there's no 1.14 version, which is the latest Minecraft update, as they tried it with Fabric and it was a bit too buggy for release. Since a lot of popular mods such as Ender IO don't have 1.14 versions, I don't consider this like the biggest deal. I believe eventually Forge will come out for Minecraft 1.14 and all of the mods will be ported. So keep in mind there is an installation guide and a whole page for the Aether II on the CurseForge website, and you can find the link to that in the description below. So in Minecraft 1.2, the Aether II promises new biomes, new island generation, new creatures, equipment, MOA, travelers outposts, etc. So dungeons are not out yet, unfortunately, but we got MOAs and all those other fun things. So I will be playing on the beta version for 1.12, last updated on June 11th, 2019. So the first thing I noticed, if you craft the Aether teleportal with glowstone, it no longer lets you. Instead, you have to craft it with 4 iron ingots and 4 stone. So right off the bat, it says hold the skip as it does on the intro, but it's unclear what button to hold. So I was trying to hold like my keyboard button or my mouse button, but I just couldn't get it to skip the intro, so I just had to speed it up in the video editing. And as I enter the Aether, it doesn't look like the Aether. I guess this is where the Highlands part comes in, and I spawn in adventure mode, so I can't break anything. So I go to the top of the tower, and there's this golem here, and so I interact with him because that's my instinct. And so he leads me through the glowstone portal, the old school glowstone portal, and I'm transported into this Aether void, which is where I am now. And then I find this tree, which is, I think it's a new type of tree, it's the Whisperroot. And then I can get Skyroot with that, and I craft my tools there. Of course, it's already nighttime by this time. I found like the new the floaty bunnies and the moas and stuff, but I'm getting attacked by like a lot of mobs, so I'm like hiding under the dirt here because in the Aether it is very pretty, but it's very unsafe to go around at night. So I try to hide in like one of the pre-made structures, which I think are the outposts they were talking about. And I go into the cave. I get some Zanite and some Gravitite, and these can be used to craft tools and armor. So one of the main ores in the Aether is also Ambrosia. Ambrosia can be used for torches, but that's not all. Besides torches, it can also be used for breeding Moa, or no, not for breeding Moa, but like for incubating them like their egg. So you can combine 4 ambrosia to make a shard with holy stone, which is the stone in the Aether, as well as the planks, and you'll get an incubator for the egg. So then you just need an egg. You can go into a Moa nest, grab an egg, and the parents will typically be in the area, so you might get attacked. But all you have to do is left click the egg, and I almost died here, but I got my plump root mash, which is a new food item from a plump root which randomly spawns in the world of the Aether. We can also craft this jelly spawned from the purple slime that almost devoured us in the beginning, which is just one of those purple jellies with salt. And then it does rain in the Aether, and when you take care of your Moa, you have to feed them agar petals. So this actually comes from a plant called the agar plant. It's pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is tap on the plant and it spits out petals. Now as you can see here, our moa is fully grown. I have attached a moa saddle to them, and now we should be able to ride them, so I'm gonna test that out. I'll put us in F5 mode and you can see us riding. And they can go up about 20 blocks. The number on the bottom of the hotbar shows about how much they can fly or boost themselves. So we can just hold the spacebar down for about 20 seconds, and that's about how long a moa will fly. Now moa are very useful for getting around on these clouds here. You can kind of see these transparent wispy clouds here, and if I just jump off of them and take one, well, first we gotta go in survival mode. If I go ahead and take one of these clouds, they're called air clouds, and some of them have special properties, but this one you seem to sink through a little bit. So as you can see, once I break the block, I am kind of like going through it, and that's the special property of the normal air cloud. And I think there's also like other two types of clouds, and we'll go over that in a moment with our moa, but first I need to fill up on oranges. Now, if you're wondering how to sleep in the Aether, there is a mob called a sheepuff. And this is also an alternative version of the mob, I believe, but you can use the alternative, what's it called? Arcanium shears on these mobs, and you get this cloud wool, which they aren't clouds, but they are wool, and I am also about to die again. But so you can get these arcanium strips from mining this arcanium ore, and then you can throw that in a crafting table like so to get the shears, and then that is how you shear these sheep here, sheep buffs. And then once you do that, you can craft a bed like so. It is similar to the normal vanilla crafting recipe. And then there we go. We are sleeping in the Aether. It is not like other dimensions where your bed blows up. Rather, you can actually sleep. And just to be clear, you get the arcanium strips by melting this down in a furnace. Yes, okay, so oh no, actually it's a plate, and you take the plates, like you take the plates and you make strips out of the plates. So one of these plates is actually 4 strips, which is enough for two shears. So it's like quite efficient. You can get a whole herd of sheephuffs going here and shear their wool with your gigantic scissory shears. Now when it comes to the other types of air clouds that you get here, we have the green air cloud, the blue air cloud, the stormy one, the golden one, and then the purple one. Of course, there is also the white one that we showed you before. So to start off with, let's test the green one. So the green one kind of pushes you off really fast. So let's look at that again. It looks like it's pushing you from whatever direction you come in on. And then we got a little glimpse of the blue one there, which might be a bit dangerous. So we're gonna hop on the blue one here. So the blue one, it just makes you bouncy. It's like a slime block. However, this existed before slime block, and it also takes you quite high and makes you hungry. So that's the blue one. The stormy one, you kind of just sink through it, similar to the white one. It seems like you sink a little more though. And then it looks like it's the same for the golden, but the purple one has a special property which also pushes you off really fast. It just also has particle effects. So these would be like really fun to build with. I know I watched a video of someone building with these before. I'm just trying to like jump, be able to jump, and I cannot really jump here. So there's really so much to do with this mod, but for now we're gonna go over the parachutes. So each one also has a different effect. So we're gonna go over the slow one first once we get up high enough. So this is a slow descent parachute, and you actually get it back after you descend, which is pretty nice, so it's not like wasted or anything. And then this is the blue cloud one, which gives you an ascent instead of a descent. So I think I'm gonna keep ascending, so I'm gonna like switch my parachute. I mean, it's kind of like a death wish, but this is a fast descent, and this is the golden one that you get from the golden clouds, and this is the green one is another slow descent, and then there's a directional descent, so it kind of like makes you move forward very slowly. Now we have a bunch of mobs too. This isn't even all the mobs, just a couple of mods. So this is the Tigor, which is looks like a boar essentially. This is the sweat that would spit jelly on you and make you hungry. This is the skyroot lizard that you get from breaking skyroot trees, and there's also a version of this with this tree right here, as we found earlier. There actually is, it looks like there was one in there, but that was at the beginning of the video. And then there's a glitter wing, which is just a little butterfly. There's an air whale, which is very huge, a legendary mob if you ask me. And there's the air bunny, which are the hoppy ones. There's a tempest, which is what we got chased around with earlier, and I am very scared of. And this is the necromancer, which is the travel safe guy, the NPC. And this is a buffalo, essentially a buffalo, and he spits at you. Or no, that was actually the tempest, and I'm very scared again. This is the Carrion Sprout. These are you get berries from these guys. I also destroyed one of these guys earlier in the video, and you get berries from them, but I'm using no tool, so they have like lots of HP. But these are the wind berries you get from them. And then there's the cockatrice, which spits poison at you, the Kirid, which is the other mob you get wool from, and then the Zephyr. And those guys just kind of float around. It doesn't seem like they want to really hurt anyone. They just like to do their thing. So overall, I do think the Aether is worth playing in 2019, the current year. Even though they don't have dungeons right now, they have very cool mobs, and I love those mobs. You could see them chasing me around in the video, and me even riding on the wonderful, glorious Moa. So it's very cool, it's a very pretty environment, and overall I give it about a 7. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe if you did, and I'm looking forward to the next video. Bye bye!